Babar Azam has been dropped from Pakistan's one-day international side. A few years ago, some of the game's biggest names were putting him in the bracket of the very top players in the world. But now, at the age of 31, he's been dropped from the Pakistan squad in his best format. How did this happen? And what do his underlying numbers say about his stark decline? In December 2022, Babar Azam had the world at his feet. Pakistan captain at the time, he was simultaneously ranked second in Test batting rankings, first in one-day international and fourth in T20. In 2020, former England captain Nasser Hussain said they keep going on about the Fab Four. It's the Fab Five and Babar Azam is in that. And look, to be fair to Hussain, it wasn't an outlandish claim. Between January 2018 and August 2020, Babar had the highest average of any Test player to have scored more than 500 runs in that period. As recently as January 2023, he had a career average of more than 60 in one-day internationals and had the 10th highest one-day international rating ever recorded. And while there's always been noise around his T20 strike rate, as recently as 2023, Babar averaged more than 40 and struck up more than 140 across the calendar year in all TBs. Quite misleading. Before his peak from 2018 to 2022, Babar's Test career started quietly. After 11 tests, he averaged just 23 in the format, a stretch that included tours of Australia, New Zealand and West Indies. But 2018 was the turning point. Babar scored 68, not out in a famous win at Lord's, which was soon followed by a maiden Test 100 against New Zealand. From his first 100 to his ninth and most recent in December 2022, he averaged 60 across 30 tests. For starters, only one of his 9 Test hundreds have been scored outside Asia 104 against Australia at the Gabba, when, in truth, the game was effectively dead. Look, it's a good streak but hardly with the breadth and depth of someone at the very top of the game. So what about in the other formats? Well, in T20 cricket, Babar's strike rate has always been a hot topic. His best PSL season in terms of runs scored was his chart-topping 2021 campaign, scoring 750 from 11 innings. Impressive consistency, but that strike rate of 132 is no better than fine. It equates to 7.92 runs per over, which is comfortably below that season's average run rate. Babar has consistently scored below the average PSL scoring rate. But the claim that Babar was a world-class one-day international player is a fair one. From 2019 to 2022, he had a reasonable claim to be the best ODI player in the world, averaging an astonishing 70.50 across 38 games at a strike rate of 95. He averaged more than 45 against every opponent. Nobody scored more hundreds than he did in that period, and no one, not even Virat Kohli, scored so many runs at such speed. But since January 2025, averages dropped significantly. Average run per over for Babar is almost 1 run per over below the global average. Same is the case in T20 internationals as well. This is the record against slow left-arm bowlers for Babar Azam in T20 since 2025. And this is against wrist spin in T20 since 2025. Powerplay batting is also a concern. Strike rate under 100 in powerplay. Strike rate and dot balls also a concern against slow left-arm bowlers since 2024. In World Cup 4 matches in which Babar batted, he averages 22.75 and strike rate of 112.